Ini dia match point satu sama, satu untuk Telpia, satu untuk Aurora. Kita lihat siapa di sini yang akan ditumbangkan, apakah Telpia lost streak ini? Ini dia. Kita lihat.
The late game, Novaria does
Lagi
really
masuk
sound like a
meta
threat
kah ini
that
Lunox?
can go up against this
Tadi
lineup
Onyx juga
even
pakai
from
Lunox
afar.
loh.
But if TLPH decides to go all in, then that's gonna be
Telpia juga pakai Lunox.
an equally massive problem
Lunox
for Aurora, and they seem to be really starting it
Masuk
this
meta.
way. Even the concussive blast
Kagura juga.
landed onto Light, so he's now half HP. Demon Kite joining the fight early on will just force the
Lancelotnya agak
wings by
agresif ini.
wings, but it's been a very aggressive start for JP and Sanji.
It's gonna be okay. Lethal Wonder secured there by Aurora. Okay, it's the Festival of
Ini dia
Blood
emblem build lah.
Spell Vamp Lunox.
That's a lot of festivals.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
it's a lot of that across the board. Good trade there.
Such an aggressive start for
Sanford
even
Arlok
the EXP
di-
lane of TLPH.
Balik lagi di Telpia.
Early game presence is really being felt here.
Yeah, I think both of these teams know that they have a lineup that can snowball out of control as early as post-Turtle 1, depending on how well they get to fight that out. That I would be surprised if any one of them actually decides to not go for a full
Sementara
commit into the
Edwardnya
first
nggak mau
turtle.
fight
Like if they try
karena
to even it out.
masih
At this point, go all
belum
in.
level
Both
4.
just go big fight. Oh, up top!
Wait,
What a rotate by Demon Kite, and that will set the tempo in favor of Aurora. Let's see how Liquid will be able to answer
Lancelotnya
through the
dapat
first turtle.
jackpot.
Even worse, Kill 1 committed the flicker, and he found himself underneath tier 1, yet still DK takes him down. This puts up Aurora about 500 gold going into the first turtle.
with such a small movement, but now it's
Good
so
echo.
big for Aurora.
Flicker.
There's the flicker coming in from Edward, but the response as well from Sanford to not get caught in the land shaker. They might actually get a
Dapat,
shot
dapat.
at securing this turtle,
Blue.
but it's Edward who gets the last hit. TLPH still trying to fight. Final slash coming in from Sanford, but JP is the first to fall, and now Sanford's next. It's a double kill for Light as he lays down the glorious pathway.
Massive CC opportunities
Kuat
for
kali
Liquid
itu
to run
Hylos
through
na.
Aurora, but they couldn't. They just
Bukan
don't
kayak
have
tadi
the
pakai
damage
grup
just
dia.
yet.
Yeah, Sanford decided to commit into the back line, but Team Liquid were not in a healthy spot there to fight. Edward's going to get a lot of progress in the tower down bottom. Lots of gold for him. And it is now early game secured for Aurora.
Diangkat
We
itu.
talked about it. Turtle
Mana ini
1.
kameranya?
They can go absolute crazy snowball here, and they can continue this. If Liquid doesn't win the second turtle or doesn't find a good trade, this is Aurora going to ride away with it very quickly.
It seems like the first blood drawn, that solo kill on Oheb, rocked not just the Filipino sniper, but the rest of Liquid. It seems to have thrown off the communications and the early game trajectory of the cavalry and put Aurora up 2,000 gold. This is a lead unforeseen. This is a lead that is the biggest it's ever been all series long, this early on.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me
dipaksa kah?
earlier, but JP gets to use the title strike
Masih
away, but
mati
still
dong.
doesn't get to dodge the damage from Domenkite. Even Domenkite has his
No way,
early
Ohebnya
kills, and this is
belum
not looking too good for
mahir
the cavalry.
pakai
Sanji flies away
Lunox
with the
kah?
wings by wings too. They're literally forcing them out of their turrets.
No,
Oheb with
ditungguin
the
blingnya.
immune. But okay, that was so close. The Star Shatter nearly landed, but Carl TZ was there to block it.
This is going out of hand now. Aurora, the recipe
No,
of
satu wave
success of
Loh, balik
the
lagi dia.
Hylos on Light with the Revitalize,
Lunox na.
get Domenkite on a Harith,
Oh, ada
and get
pasif
Edward on
dari
the
apa kali ya,
Lapu-Lapu.
kayak.
Works very well for them. And then you just change out the pieces around Demon Kite and Yue to help supplement that as well. They're very comfortable playing into this. Oheb forced to use his ultimate again.
No light ultimate for Oheb
Brilliance out.
for this upcoming turtle. So Aurora, they definitely will be the
Dilepas
ones
saja
in
kayaknya.
control.
Turtle now getting
Udah
blitzed by
kewalahan
Aurora. It's not
itu.
like there's much
Oheb.
Liquid could do. Demon Kite secures all this while. Liquid are just getting by, taking scraps of what the map can give them. Carl TZ pushing down bottom. Meteor shots thrown over.
Sementara Kartujinya
to
masih
Liquid.
berusaha untuk
And they
farming.
spent so much time and effort to protect Oheb.
This is such reactive response from TLPH. They sent out so many bodies up top, and there's not much that they could
Ohebnya
even do
belum
because
terbiasa
the
pakai
most important brushes are
Lunox
being
ini.
held down by Aurora, and much to their surprise, Sanford already gets poked down really
Tengok.
low. This is not looking
Yang
too good. A
menjaganya
very
3 orang itu loh.
dangerous spot for Oheb. Needs to be wary of wherever he decides to
Semenjak
walk
mati dia
through.
sekali
This is
langsung
not the Apex Predator's natural
dijaga
habitat.
terus.
He literally walked into a new ecosystem and said, yeah, you're not on top of the food chain right now.
So let's see where Liquid will be able to find the turnaround. It's not going to be through Sanford fronting. JP can only take so much damage. He's nothing very
Udah
quickly.
dimulai lagi.
I'm struggling to farm. All the pressure on him.
Okay, Brilliance out.
Oke, dipaksa pakai
And they
beli.
will just try to force this tower, but Sanji
Cover.
tries to provide some respo. Does still get to defend the turret, but they're doing so much just to do that. Not even Oheb can manage this on his own, even as the Lunox to
Alah,
not
siapa yang
slap.
diangkat dia itu?
With it though, with the better airstrike, there might just be enough
Damage
damage,
niya.
and the final slash 2 coming in from Sanford to catch Yue. 2 members taken out.
Oh, JP, Sanji and
karena
Carl,
Haritnya masih di
losses
sana,
of
Bang,
Liquid and Carl TZ. Carl TZ has actually been keeping the level in the farm with Demon Guide very close. Before that sequence, Carl TZ was just, what, 300, 400 gold shy? Not too crazy. And the damage from Sanji, the fact that he already had a glowing wand built up, I like that Liquid, the moment they saw,
Kayaknya
okay,
tadi
Sanji has his
mengacak-acak
first item,
TLPH
let's
pakai
try to
Harit
commit the
tuh.
play, let's try to turn things around.
Yeah,
Sekarang
it's
Haritnya
under
dilepas
effect.
lagi.
Because I think Edward also tried to help Light, but they just all got caught
Trigger.
in the Federal Airstrike, and now they block Light in his path. Nearly wanted to go for the engage, but they decide to set things up again with a final slash. It's a killing spree for Carl TZ. My goodness, they're still in the game.
Maps range displacement for Light. I don't think he even saw that angle coming. Sanford feeds over the big Hylos into a few salvos of the Federal Airstrike. Demon Kite, the Kite Brothers, is still on top of the gold leaderboard, brought to us by BPI. The Kite Brothers have been eating good, but up until what point? Because Liquid are slowly closing up the gap here. They
Yeah.
put it down to under
4
3K.
orang.
Again, Liquid also has multiple damage cores. They have the Farsa, good
Ketahuan
spot
semuanya.
there by Yue. You have the Farsa, the YSS, and they have
Dikejar
the
udah.
Lunox.
Oh, there's the Astral Echo too. There's ones on the
Jeder.
tsunami slam, but Edward goes in with the
Mundur
Bravest
semua.
Fighter. A beautiful layering.
Aduh, dibalikin.
Kills. And what a shot coming in from Yue. Sanford will just try his best to
Sanford ngalah.
sustain, but it won't be
Udah berusaha
enough.
semaksimal mungkin
The
banget.
star shatters from Yue. They're doing too much.
You can only bully your big brother for so long till he decides to clap back. This is Aurora flexing their 3K gold lead. This is when Aurora says, enough is enough. You've been doing this for the past couple of minutes. We will finally fight back. And boy, did they fight back. Liquid could not put a finger on him.
Oheb decided to go forward and fight. Edward just smacked him in the face with a land shaker, getting a stun on him, locking down the Lunox, and bursted down by Yue. So still we're not
Memang Ohebnya
seeing
belum,
Oheb in a comfortable spot for
Yeah.
fighting.
pakai
The
apa?
instant stun onto that. See here?
Lunox.
Yep, stunned right
Tapi kalau
away
nggak
by
dimulai,
Edward.
kapan dimulai ya kan?
Perfect
Setidaknya udah
timing
pernah
there.
dicoba lah.
Yeah. It feels as if it's so hard to position yourself as a Lunox
Oh yeah.
against
Ini
this
harus
lineup of Aurora with multiple dashes
kuat
coming in
kali
from
lah
Demon
menggendong
Kite
ini
and Dominic
Carl TZ-nya
Kite, and
sampai
then
legend.
Edward just being prepared to stun
Biar
with a land
Lunoxnya
shaker.
dapat
If
item.
Aurora were standing still and allowing Liquid to get ground, then yes, the Lunox will do good. But not like
Siapa
this.
dia angkat?
Tsunami
Labu-labu
Slash,
diangkat.
nice one.
And stun and the final slash. This could be an opening, but Dominic Kite still dancing
Alah,
through.
kuning
Will
dia,
be trying to
ditekan
take down
dong.
Oheb next, but there's the flicker. Also gets to dodge the Thorn Rose, and Sanford still goes in. Carl TZ catches
Alah.
him. To dish out damage, but a Traceless to save him because the damage was too much, and Sanford goes down. A 2-for-2 trade.
Gigi
The
bos.
burst from the Lancelot stopped all of Team Liquid's hopes for a turnaround fight, leaving Sanford in the dust, and Aurora will be able to get the first Lord of the game free for them. Let's see how
Free
else
Lord.
they can build their lead from here.
Oh, Carl TZ read the situation. He knew that he could not contest the Lord, but instead of going straight for the orange, oh, Demon Kite here.
Alah,
gets
ni
over
maksa
the
dia.
shocker.
Oh, but Edward was there to block his path. He could have went in for the kill, but all because of Edward. Demon Kite survives.
Oh, Edward on this Lapu-Lapu, tale as old as time, has won championships for club and country. Now let's see how Team Liquid will be able. Oh,
Hey,
they're
Liquid.
trying to play around JP and Sanji. Sanji a little bit too deep. Try to find a flank angle. They're gonna have to play through the defense. They do have. They are playing around the Yisan Shin and a Pharsa. So defenses here for, or sieges for Aurora are not going to be as straightforward. They're really going to have to play around the Astral Echo of the Novaria to make sieging for them a little bit easier.
Not to mention, Liquid has great high ground potential. They have a Pharsa, they have a Lunox, they have Yisan Shin. So they even know how deep Aurora is into forcing these sieges. And they have a tier 2 in mid. So Liquid should be fine despite the huge gold lead, 6,000 and approaching.
Yeah, they want to minimize this though. At least not had any holy shields over to Aurora, although there's just only a minute left before they let go of this fully.
Apa itu
A
damage-nya?
lot of damage coming in from Dom and Kite. JP starting to feel it too. They lose the holy shields up top. And there's a conceal. Could they actually try to go for something? JP finds a target. He actually gets to land the Tsunami Sound on Demon Kite.
Wala.
He gets to Phantom Execution his way out.
Serosot.
And JP gets punished instead. Sanford only needs one hit. The Star Shatter doesn't land. But Dom and Kite goes in.
Dibol dong.
There's just too much damage coming in from Aurora.
But they don't have a wave. They have to stop their forward momentum. Instead, moves over to top lane push.
Okay, Puncture and Thorn Rose already committed
Mundur
by
harta.
Demon Kite, but Dom and Kite this time uses the Zaman Force as well. They'll respect TLPH for now, and they'll get away with a single base turret.
Too much burst. This Lunox can't even get the ball rolling in terms of the farm. Still only up to a Holy Crystal. Had to get the Silent Robe as well, just so that he could reduce a little bit of the magic damage getting tossed at him. There's only so much the
Sempat
YSS
kah
and the
ini
Pharsa can do in terms of their
Auroranya
damage
jadi?
output. They couldn't even get
Ya
what
Aurora.
was a fantastic catch by
Lunoxnya
JP, suddenly
jadi.
swerving and finding Demon Kite in the center of the map.
Gold is
Ooh,
so
damage-nya.
scarce
Oh, man.
for Team Liquid. And it's made even
Itu
worse by the
itu
fact that
Ruam loh,
Aurora don't have
tanker.
to really do as much as lift a finger to even flush them out of their own jungle.
Yeah.
And that single stun from Light, together with the damage from Dom and Kite and that single Star Shutter from Yue, was already enough to burst down JP.
Yeah.
That was just a gut check, dude.
Sanford missed the final slash onto Light. If they were able to displace that high loss, it would have been a different story, but at this point, well, we're seeing why the Novaria is coming in big time for them. It also gives vision for Aurora in terms of where JP is.
All right.
Gets it again, and that's going to be another free lord here for
Ya
Aurora.
SS-nya
Blitz.
terpaksa farming itu.
Liquid know that they shouldn't
Nggak
contest.
berani
but this is
untuk
self-awareness coming in from the cavalry. They know that they have a
mengkontes.
lane to take care of. They know that free farm will be coming in shortly. Again, not that it's their choice that these minions are coming in through their bases, but 8K. Aurora are literally steamrolling through Liquid through firepower alone.
Yep.
Lebih dari itu
Divine Glyph
katanya
already for the
8K
Lunox, so
atau
that
sekitar
might be
8K.
the turnaround angle if Oheb can even find an angle, because every time he gets close, he gets bursted down. One Thorn Rose,
Jebol harusnya.
one dash and a basic attack from Dominican, and that Lunox is already forced to Brilliance out.
Yeah,
Cepat kali
Airstrike's
dilepas
already
dia.
used here by Sanji as well. And they focus all their resources on taking down the Lord for now. The damage from the Star
Gelombang
Shutter
kedua.
is no joke. But Aurora seem to be waiting for the waves. They don't want to engage
Oh,
yet, but this might be an opening. The conceal is denied from that angle of the Astral Echo.
That was a work of art. The angle at which it
Bang!
came in. Light
Dipaksa
coming through
masuk.
Glorious Pathway.
All the damage dealers are down
Aduh,
there.
berat juga.
And Edward gets to land the Land Shakers.
Kali yang
Dominic
mati.
follows through with the damage. Edward already punished. The Mountain Shockers already unleashed as well. And it's a 1-for-1 trade so far. But Aurora, they still might want to attempt this. They have another wave of coming
my
in
goodness.
mid.
Yue.
Will they actually go for it? Another
Serot, kena
Astral
4.
Echo lands onto everyone. Sanford doing his best, but he will get bursted down too. Gets to escape and barely dodge the Star Shatter. And Oheb goes in as well with an attempt to scare off Aurora, but they're chasing after 40.
Kemana Sanfordnya?
Oh,
Alah.
he gets stopped in his tracks. But he bought so much time.
Yeah, he gets taken out. Oh my god, he finds Demon Kite. Are they going to complain to this? You can't. It's way too risky, Carl. Sanford's efforts, it actually dragged the minion waves away from going to the base. Wait a pick.
Oh, they burst Dominic.
Dapat dia
They get another
haritnya.
kill. An important Instant
Jackpot,
kill
bos.
for TLPH.
That
Tarik
is a
napas lagi.
long-term trade.
TLPH.
Sanford for Dominkite, 7 days a week. Any day of the month is a good trade in my books.
6,200 lead for Aurora. No more turrets for Liquid. But maybe, just maybe, they have it in the bank to completely turn the game around. There is still so much damage to deal with, though, if you're Liquid. They are holding on by the skin of their
dipaksa
teeth.
gitu.
JP is playing out of his mind.
Now they decide to
Alah,
burst
no,
out
no,
like
no,
Astral
no, no,
Echo
no.
also lands onto 3, but it's gonna be the disengage for now for Demon. No, for Light. They don't want to risk it for now. I'm surprised TLPH are extending this far from the base.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Karthese has not died. He's 6-0-1.
Karthese is playing this Yi Sun Shin very close to the chest. It's utility Yi Sun Shin for now.
Yeah.
Up until he says it's go time, and I think go time is close by. He just picked up his bladed spare
Ooh.
and is looking to contest. He's hiding in this long brush. Lord getting blitzed by Aurora. Mount Shocker to start it up.
Now they know where everyone's hiding.
Ooh,
Dominic
kaliannya
tries to
sekarat.
burst out JP though, and the bravest fighter coming in from Edward doesn't get stunned by the
Kejar
Mountain
dong.
Shocker, and that's a
Enggak.
quick Lord for Aurora.
Too much zone out. Still too much damage. Liquid might just be delaying the inevitable. They need heroics from their stars, heroics from the
Dikasih
goal.
Lunox.
Because Aurora have just been playing this so
Apanya?
fundamentally.
Birunya.
Even Demon Kite has not died
Purple-nya.
yet. 3-0-7. It's a high damage utility Lancelot in the sense of I just send out my Thorn Rose, I do my job, I'm okay. You has been a menace. Can this be the sudden turnaround?
Oh,
Hey,
JP
jackpot!
They burst him down through OHEB. They try to walk away and walk back towards their base, but Dominkite has different plans. They have to defend for now. The Zaman force is intact, but they'll wait for the Lord.
Feather strike by Sanji. They burst down one. No,
Aduh.
Dominkite gets away.
They get to touch the final slash too, and I
Go
feel like with
kill.
that they buy enough time. They get to defend this game once more.
Wow. Liquid. Again, JP is playing out of his mind right
Oke,
now.
parah
The
itu
sudden
dapat over
call
ya.
to conceal by the team. To get that pick onto you, and the fact that he was able to pull away just a little bit of attention, recall back in time, and then back in base, Dominkite gets spotted out, gets bursted down, which meant that Aurora couldn't continue the siege. Liquid has one more shot at this, one more try, and if Aurora can't end it here,
Nah,
this
ini
game
dia.
is gonna keep on going. Look at that
Drop.
perfect flicker.
Yeah.
Second skill, Tsunami Slam. Yue flickered away, but he was already caught by the animation.
And even Liquid's exit plan was well coordinated. You saw Light drop the
Oke,
glorious
parah,
pathway.
bos.
He tried to stop Liquid from getting away with it, but the cavalry knew. Apparently, a stampede goes both ways, inside
Nah,
and
ini
out.
udah jadi
They
nih.
closed the gap. They cut the gold lead in half, just about 3,000, 4,000 in. And what's important is the cores
Lunoxnya udah jadi nih.
have settled themselves. Even OHEB, who has been having one hell of a game, the bad way,
Harusnya Oheb ini udah
finally
bisa
has
lah
a full arsenal.
damage-nya.
Yeah. They'll have
Tapi
a
kalau
lot more
masih kalah
damage
juga
to
itu
rely on
parah
if ever
sih.
they do find themselves in another team fight. That 8K gold lead we were talking about, which was in the hands of
Sanford
Aurora, is
udah
now down to only 3K, and it doesn't even
bersusah
matter
payah
at
itu
this point
pakai
because, as you mentioned, OHEB already
Charlotte.
has all his items complete.
Yeah.
So they just need to work on that one decision, that one pickoff that will really matter for this game.
Look at Carl.
Oh my goodness.
He is setting the tempo. And Sanji with the feathered.
Okay. They want to make their presence felt this time.
Yeah, they know that these ults will be off of cooldown when the Lord comes, and that's what's important. Liquid is sending a message to Aurora. We're ready to box. You want to fight? We fight now. And if Aurora responds in the wrong way, Liquid will punish. Here we go. Lord spawns lower quarter. Top lane, the long lane was taken care of. Last rotation by Liquid. They're sending Yue over there. I think
Yeah.
Aurora knows that Yue is a huge part of their win here. If they're able to protect Yue and they're able to get Yue to land the echo of all echoes, then maybe Liquid will finally fold.
Yeah.
Aurora needs to leverage their macro control, which they are doing through the minion wave up top. Slow push through the minion wave in mid. They're allowing the bottom minion wave to push. They have the advantage. They can afford to lose towers and a bit of minions, and now they're going to blitz this.
Right, Lord now.
JP has info, but Light sees Sanford. He gets to use his vengeance out. Lord already nearing halfway.
Gimana
GB
nih?
Star
Dunuk
Shatter
sa
doesn't
kelihatan.
land. They find Oheb up top though.
Lord gets a reset. This is straight up turning into a dance.
Ooh, the damage is slowly coming in. Light is getting bursted down. Immortality already popped. Now JP trying to escape, but uses the
Yang
Diamond
kalabu-labunya.
onto Edward, and he gets bursted down. This time
Flicker.
from Oheb. Nearly gets to finish off the kill, but there's a flicker intact for Edward as well. Uses the Light ultimate. They're now
Minion
trying to go
waves.
for Dominkite.
Minionnya.
And it's gonna be a
The
kill.
base.
But the base!
They played it perfectly, Liquid. They knew the minion waves would respawn.
Now Zanford's able to defend for now. Better air strike, but Demon Kite gets to dodge everything.
Waduh,
Zanford
kewalahan
needs to
TLPH-nya
work on the
Minion.
base, and now it's only 3 members of TLPH fighting up against Aurora. It's not over yet.
Aurora have to make a decision here. Do we go for the Lord? Do we go for the base? Do we try to keep attacking Liquid's waves? And both
Apa ini,
teams
Bang?
just let off of the Dons. Sanford still working on that wave.
Mountain Shocker already committed. Star Shutter doesn't land. Light slowly approaching the members of TLPH alongside Demon Kite. A Twilight Armor pickup for Edward as well. But Sanford's still not part of this.
Neither is Dominkite. JP also out of commission for maybe 10 more seconds. Oh no, Aurora have quite the hold on this Lord.
What a placement of the veteran airstrike.
Langsung
Demon Kite
flicker
is
di situ.
very low. He cannot contest this. He has to recall. Or will they actually risk it? There's the immortality pickup. He gets to regain some of his HP through the revitalize. And the TLPH backs off again.
Astral Echo single-handedly send away
Waduh,
Baby
waduh,
Cakes,
waduh, waduh,
and
waduh, waduh,
Aurora
waduh.
able to hold their
Kalah di Minion.
ground. Oh, it's just a matter of the waves and the map being against Liquid. That is what's keeping Aurora in this dance.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can to manage, but Aurora, they are not letting go. They know they have the advantage through the minion waves, and it's making Liquid struggle every moment and every sequence in this Lord dance.
Yeah. Demon Kite picked up rapid boots.
Okay. He knows that he has to keep moving in and out, weaving between this Lord, between the waves, between a team fight. Liquid now have a lead, 1,000 gold. Not that it means much, and the Lord has evolved. This is a evolved Lord, 22 and a half minutes and counting.
Right positioning right now for Liquid. I think it's an all-in for Aurora now. They have to. They know Sanji's playing back. They don't see where the Lunas and the Arlot are though.
Oh, conceal. Already used.
Liquid can fight.
The Mountain Shockers
Aduh.
there as well. They burst.
Ketinggalan Hylosnya.
Too early.
He
Mati.
doesn't have the immortality, and now he gets punished.
Dapat.
Slap onto UA from JP. There's a knockup from the Lord. Sanford follows up with the beautiful final slash. And now TLPH are in control of the Lord. But Demon Kite, he punctures his way through. He tries to contest, but this Lord is going into the hands of the cavalry.
Gokil.
Gets it. No, Oheb pushing Demon Kite out. DK has to retreat. It all went sideways for Aurora. Liquid score. Their first
Gokil.
Lord.
Never
Terlalu cepat dari
underestimate the heart
Hylosnya mati.
of a multi-time international champion. Just when we thought Aurora had it, Liquid found the opening, because in a split moment, Aurora had no minion waves to push anymore. Team Liquid could afford to go and fight, and they did. Light was too early, Yue got picked, and Sanji held his feathered
lihat di mana
airstrike
lagi
in
nanti
front of
blundernya.
Demon Kite to stop him from getting close.
Aurora yang blunder atau TLPH
Liquid
yang
never
blunder ini.
lost track of the big picture, and now they're calling the shots. JP with a conceal places himself in this bush. UF flushes him out, but he was out there a second too late. Liquid are looking to make some ground here. Compared to Aurora, Aurora might not be able to take care of waves the way Liquid did.
Yeah, they have Yue, but it's just Yue who can really provide that wave clear from afar. They're syncing up the waves. They want to make the most out of this. They want to balance out the map, and this 8-0-3 performance that we're seeing from Carl TZ is no joke.
On the other side, Demon Kite is 3-0-7. Both junglers have not died for their two teams. They are both the final condition for their respective squads. And now Liquid have finally made it to the base of
Kita
Aurora.
lihat
How
ini
will
dia,
Aurora defend? They
detik-detik.
do have a great high ground defense.
There's the Lord.
Siapa yang
This is
akan blunder?
evolved, dealing extra damage.
Great echo.
Massive
Kena
echo.
5.
Spots 5. But it's gonna time out. In comes JP.
It's Edward. They actually tried to go after it.
masih
They
ada.
burst him down immediately, but the response from Aurora, the response from Dominkite, they work their way
Lanjut,
through.
nah.
Demon Kite tries to survive.
With the
His
ground.
immortality gets popped, however,
nggak bisa mati.
So is Demon Kite.
The
Gokil.
first death on the Lancelot. Is that it?
Baru-
Liquid still have
baru
a lot of
satu
work to do
mati
because
Lancelot,
Dominic
Bang.
is damaging so much.
Another Echo's keeping the
meledak.
squad in check. Now goes Sanji.
Sanford, he's trying to fight. He has Oheb alongside him, but Edward's
Edwardnya di
blocking
depan.
every single one. Carl TZ trying to walk away, but this is not looking too good for the
Dibalikin dong.
Run, Carl, run. Oheb already falls off camera. Traded out for Edward. Tommy
Ini Lord.
Kite makes the trade
Mereka
beneficial
berdua.
for the Northern Lights. 2-3.
And Sanford survived the 2v1 against Edward and Yue. He actually got to take Edward down too. What a game! Friday night MLPP brought to you by MPLPH.
And we have another Lord that's up for Aurora potentially and the taking.
Dipaksa kayak ini.
26 minutes. This is a Lord that has stopped scaling. And I think Aurora smelled blood in the water. They're not going to wait for Shanji to come back. This is 15 good seconds that Liquid only has 2 to defend. Sanford and Carl.
A 3v2, Astral Echo lands, Final Slash already used to
Trot.
just clear
Trot.
the minions.
Trot.
Dominkai trying to
Trot.
dance around
Wow.
Sanford and Cartesi, but they somehow still manage to work on the
base.
minions.
Base-nya.
But it's the base
Gokil.
after, and Aurora takes the
Apa itu?
win.